antitrust earlier, you do have to look at places where there.
Okay, so in this video, I wanted to talk about AWS and Google Cloud. And my message is directed to the entrepreneurs. If you have a startup, right? If you have a small business that you're starting, and let's suppose you have a software company, or you have an application, or you have a website. So I wanted to make the case between choosing AWS, which is Amazon Web Services, or Google Cloud. So even though I have done a lot of research on AWS, right, and also I have gotten the certification of AWS, but I just came to the realization that if I were to choose a cloud hosting, right, for my software, for my application, or for my website, I think it would be better to choose Google Cloud. And I'm going to explain the reason why. It would be better to choose Google Cloud because, one, Google is the king of the search, all right? It controls 90% of the search. So everything that, now if you want to go to a website, you got to click on Google, right? And that's the first reason. The second reason is Google also the king of Android devices, right? So you have only two main players in the world. You have Apple and Google is the one who controls the software, the Android, right? And also through the devices, Google Store, it is a platform where it allows developers to publish their applications. So it controls the market of publishing applications, right? So these are two main reasons, right? So let's suppose you have an app, okay, and you host it on AWS. Okay, let's suppose, in terms of performance, security, and maintenance, AWS is really important, right? But what else do you think AWS can offer you? Because AWS does not control the search. You see my point? So AWS, despite its performance, but it doesn't give you that discoverability that Google can give you. You see? So if you choose Google, even though they don't say it overtly, but there is a likely chance that if you choose Google as a hosting cloud host, your cloud-based server, it is possible that your application will come up on the Google search. The reason is Google, understandably, will favor the apps that use its platform. So I'm explaining from that perspective. And then the other point is they control the Android devices. So in the Android devices, Google, if you use your application, if you publish your application on an app on Android Android Store, which is Google Store, there is a likelihood that your app will show up or will be favored compared to others. So these are my main reasons why it is better to choose Google Cloud as a platform to host your application, your website, or your software. So these are my few points if you have a different perspective, if there are some points that I haven't really thought about it, you can mention it down on the comment. Thank you.